Well, it was an interesting process, a little different than normal. I had this idea for this. What if Ultron did this thing that he always said he was going to do? And, it's in a pretty big and monumental story. At the same time, they really called me and said, well, Brian Hitch, he's got nothing to do and wants something to do, and we just had worked together on the New Avengers finale, and that worked out very well. I said, well, I actually got this idea, and I said, but it's more of like a Marvel Universe story than it is a Avenger story, even though it would start as an Avenger story, obviously. I just started writing with kind of a freedom, but at the same time, I was writing something so gigantic that editorial was like, well, where are we going to put this? This is crazy. And I'm like, well, and I brought up, in generations past, events like Infinity Gauntlet or Crisis on Infinite Earths would, start off crazy, like big. I remember in Infinity Gauntlet, like half the heroes had been killed as half the Earth had been killed or something, and it wasn't mentioned in any of the books until later, and I said, there's really no reason we can't do that now. In fact, I wonder if a lot of the audience wouldn't appreciate that. And also, because of the nature of the story, I said, we can work on this quietly and let Brian draw it at his pace, So let's just let him draw all his issues, and then we'll figure out where to go. So it was kind of being written and drawn in a cloud outside of continuity, with the full knowledge that it would be brought into continuity. The cool thing is when we kind of showed everybody else at Marvel what we were doing, it was nice because you could actually read it fully drawn and colored and say, well, here's where we're going, and they're like, wow, okay, cool, giant Marvel disaster movie right in the middle of Marvel Now. That's pretty awesome.